So are you also still adding lead details manually into your LeadSquared account? Then this video is definitely for you. So hello all, welcome back to Pabbly Connect, and in this video we are going to understand how to create LeadSquared lead on Paperform submission. So here I'm running a real estate agency and we use Paperform to collect the details of our potential clients. So now what I want is that as soon as someone submits a paper form, which is as soon as we receive the new lead details or the new potential client details, automatically that same lead details should be added into my LeadSquared account too, without any manual efforts. So to do this, we are going to create a connection between Paperform and LeadSquared. To create this connection without knowing any programming or coding language, we are going to use Pabbly Connect. It is an amazing automation software. So do you also wish to learn this process step by step? Then let me take you to my computer screen. Welcome to my screen everyone. So in this video I'll show you how to automatically create a LeadSquared lead whenever someone submits a paper form. This automation helps you to manage leads effortlessly by ensuring that every submission is instantly recorded in LeadSquared. It saves time, eliminates manual entry, and keep your leads organized for better follow-ups and conversions. So let's get started with a really simple example. So let's say that my name is Smart Lead and I'm going to enter all of my details right over here and fill in this form. Okay, so now after entering all of these details, I'm just going to click on Submit, and as soon as we are going to click on Submit, yes, you can see submission successful. So now what has happened is that automatically this lead details has been added into my LeadSquared account. So I'm just going to open my LeadSquared account and we're going to refresh this page in order to check for the new lead details added. Okay, so yes, you can see the new lead details have been added right over here automatically. You can see the same name and the same email which we entered, right? So yes, this is the automation we are going to create in today's video. And if you also want to create this automation for your business, then you have to watch this tutorial till the end. So in order to do this, I've simply opened the landing page of Pabbly by searching pabbly.com/connect in my browser. It is very easy, and as soon as we are going to open the landing page of Pabbly, we are going to get two options. One is sign in and the other one is sign up for free. So if you are a new user, you can click on sign up for free and you're going to get 100 of tasks free every month to explore the application. But over here I'm an existing user, so I'm just going to click on sign in. And as soon as we are going to click on sign in, it is opening all Pabbly apps. Over here you can see all the tools and applications offered by Pabbly. But in today's video, we are going to use Pabbly Connect because we are connecting different applications. So I'm just going to click on access now right over here to access my Pabbly Connect account. And as soon as we are going to click on access now, it is opening my dashboard. And to start with this automation, we are going to click on this button which says create workflow. And now it is asking me for the workflow name and the folder I want to save the workflow in. So here I want to save the workflow in this folder which says automations. And I want to name my workflow as how to create LeadSquared lead on Paperform submission. Paperform to LeadSquared, and then we are going to click on create, and as soon as we are going to click on create, it is opening the most important window of our automation, which is our workflow window. So this is the most important window because we have trigger and action in this. So trigger and actions are the two main principles on which our workflow or our automation will work. Okay, so trigger means when this happens and action means do this. So by this you can finally understand that the trigger is the commander for the workflow and the actions are response to it's the same command given by our trigger. So therefore you can finally understand that we can have only a single trigger but multiple actions following the commands of our trigger right over here. Okay, so in order to start with our automation, we have to select our trigger application. All right, so as you can see that what I want is I want to create LeadSquared lead on Paperform submission. Okay, so for my trigger application, I'm going to select it as Paperform because I want that as soon as a new Paperform submission is made, my workflow should be triggered. Okay, so for the trigger event, we are going to select it as new form submission right over here. And as soon as we are going to select the trigger event, it is giving me a webhook URL. So we're going to use this same webhook URL in order to create a connection between our Paperform account and our Pabbly Connect's workflow. So what we're going to do is first I'm just going to copy this webhook URL and then we are going to follow this help text, and it is saying log into your Paperform account, click on edit option of any form and navigate to the after submission tab. Okay, we are going to follow the same. I'm just going to open my Paperform account, and over here you can see two forms, but I want to create this automation for this form, which is real estate lead. Okay, so I'm just going to go towards the edit of the same form for which I want to create this automation. So as you can see that now after opening this form, we have to go towards the after submission tab and then integration and webhooks, and right over here you can see all the direct integrations. Okay, so I'm just going to scroll right over here and look for webhooks, and as you can see webhooks right over here, so I'm just going to open this webhooks, and we have to click on this button which says add webhook, and now it is asking me for the webhook URL. So we are just going to paste the URL which we copied from our workflow, and after pasting this webhook URL, it is saying triggered on. So over here we have to select the same event which we selected in our workflow, which is new submission. Okay, so we have to select new submission right over here and click on create, and as soon as we're going to click on create, yes, you can see that we have successfully added a new webhook URL right over here. So yes, with this we have successfully created a connection between our Paperform account and our Pabbly Connect's workflow. But now it is saying waiting for a webhook response, and in the notes it is saying do a test submission / record. So in order to capture this webhook response, we have to do a test submission or record. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm just going to open my Paperform once again, and what we're going to do is I'm just going to publish this form first in order to save all the changes. And as you can see, your form has been published, so I'm just going to open this form right from here, and as soon as we're going to open the form, we have to do the test submission. I'm going to enter the test details right over here to do the test submission. So for the first name, I'm going to keep it as test, last name as lead only. Over here for the email, I'm going to keep it as testing@pabblytunes.com. You can see the contact number which I have entered, and now it is saying interested in, so for that I'm going to select it as buying. It is saying preferred property type, so let's say that I'm going to select it as land, and now it is saying do you have any questions or comments before we contact you. So I'm just going to keep it as no right over here and click on submit, and as soon as we are going to click on submit, yes, you can see submission successful. So now what has happened is that Paperform has sent the details of our test submission to our workflow. So I'm just going to open my workflow and check that if Pabbly has captured the response for the same or not. And as you can see that Pabbly has captured the response for the same right over here. You can see all the details which we entered. You can see the preferred property type. We are going to move on forward. You can see interested in. Over here you can see the contact number which we entered. Okay, and also you can see the email which we entered. We are going to move on forward. You can see the last name which we entered and the first name which we entered. So yes, with this we have successfully completed our trigger step, and now what will happen is that as soon as a new form submission is made in my Paperforms, automatically my workflow is going to trigger and Pabbly is going to capture the response for the same. Alright, so now further what I want is I want to create a LeadSquared lead on Paperform submission. So for my action application, I'm going to select it as LeadSquared. So I'm just going to search for LeadSquared, and as you can see the same, so we're going to select it. And now for the action event, we are going to select it as create a lead. Okay, so I'm just going to look for lead right over here. As you can see, create or update lead. So we have to select this action event right over here and click on connect. And as soon as we are going to click on connect, it is asking me to add a new connection or select an existing connection. So if you have already connected your LeadSquared account with your Pabbly Connect's workflow, you can click on select existing connection and then save. But if you haven't, you have to follow me, click on add a new connection, and now it is asking for the access key, secret key and the API host. And to get all of these details, it is saying to get your credentials, log into your LeadSquared account, visit to settings, API and webhooks, API keys, show the secret key, moreover your API host is this. Okay, so I'm just going to follow all of this. I'm going to open my LeadSquared account, go to settings and then API and webhooks. So I'm just going to open my LeadSquared account. From here we have to go towards the settings tab, and after coming on towards the settings tab, we have to look for API and webhooks, and as you can see the same. So now after coming on right over here, you can see that this is my access key. So I'm just going to copy this access key first right from here, and then we're going to paste it right over here in our workflow. We're going to move on towards the secret key. As you can see, over here is my secret key. So I'm just going to click on show secret key, and as you can see that this is my secret key. Okay, so I'm just going to copy the secret key, and once again we're going to paste it right over here in our workflow. Okay, so now we're going to enter the API host right over here. So I'm just going to open once again the LeadSquared account, and over here you can see your API host is this. So I'm just going to copy this API host and paste it right over here in my workflow. And after pasting all of these details, we are just going to click on save. And as soon as we are going to click on save, yes, you can see that we have successfully connected our LeadSquared account with our Pabbly Connect's workflow. and now it is asking me for these details, which is first name, last name, email address, and the phone, and another details. So yes, we're going to enter all of these details right over here one by one, and we're going to enter the same details which we received in the response of our previous step. Okay, so yes, we're going to enter these same details right over here in our LeadSquared, but we're not going to enter the details manually or by copy pasting it, but instead we are going to map it. So you must be wondering, what is mapping? So mapping is a method by Pabbly which means inserting the data from the previous step, and as you know, our previous step was the trigger step where we selected Paperform as our trigger application. So we are going to map the details from the response of our trigger application only, and as soon as we are going to map these details, automatically my details will turn dynamic and change with every new response received. So here I'm going to give you an example that it is asking me for the first name, right? So let's say that I'm going to enter the first name right over here manually by typing it like this. Then this will not change with every new response received because this is static information and I have entered it manually. But let's say that we're going to map this from the previous step. Okay, so I'm just going to look for first name, and as you can see, the same. So let's say we're going to map this first name from the previous response, then this will definitely change because my previous response will also change, right? So that's why we do mapping right over here to run our workflow in real time. So as we map the first name, we are going to map the last name too. So I'm just going to look for last name right over here, and as you can see, the same, so we're going to map it. Over here we are going to map the email address. I'm just going to look for email, and as you can see, the same, so we're going to map it. So I'm just going to look for phone number right over here, and as you can see, the same, so we're going to map it. We're going to move on forward. After mapping the required details, we are going to ignore all the details which are not required. So if you wish, you can definitely enter the rest of the details too, but I'm going to leave all of them as blank because these are not the required details. And now I'm just going to click on save and send test request button right over here, and as soon as we're going to click on save and send test request button, yes, you can see that we have received a positive response that we have successfully added the lead details into our LeadSquared account. So I'm just going to open my LeadSquared account, and we're going to refresh this in order to check for the new lead details added right over here. And as you can see, the lead details have been added. You can see the same name which we entered, which is test lead, and the same email which we entered, which is testing@pabblytunes.com. So yes, with this we have successfully completed our workflow, and now what will happen is that as soon as a new form submission is received from my Paperform, automatically this workflow is going to trigger. Pabbly is going to capture the response and further create a new lead or update the lead into my LeadSquared account with the same details. So this workflow is going to run in backend, and we don't have to come back in again to this workflow in order to click on save and send test request. We can just sit back and relax. So yes, this was it for the video, and if you have any questions related to the video or the workflow, you can directly comment on this video. And for your reference, I'll just clone this workflow and share the workflow link in the description box so that you can access my workflow. I hope this video was helpful for you. Thank you for watching. So not only these applications, but with the help of Pabbly Connect, you can integrate many more applications. So if you have any doubts, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issues, you can follow this website. And if you find our videos helpful, do like and subscribe our channel. Thank you for watching.